Every gardener swears by compost. It's the black gold that feeds the garden, right? But ask a serious soil builder what truly powers long-term fertility, and they'll tell you it's humus. Compost gets all the attention, yet humus is the quiet engine running beneath it all. Understanding the difference isn't just garden trivia, it's the line between temporary fertility and soil that stays alive for decades. Compost is the beginning of decomposition, not the end. Compost is organic matter in the process of breaking down. Kitchen scraps, leaves, grass clippings, and manure decompose through microbial activity, creating a rich, crumbly material loaded with nutrients and beneficial life. It's active, warm, and dynamic, still changing day by day. When you spread compost, you're adding a buffet of microbial life and available nutrients. It feeds plants directly and jumpstarts microbial activity. But compost is temporary. Its energy burns quickly, releasing carbon dioxide and nutrients in a short cycle. Within months, it's mostly consumed. That doesn't mean compost isn't valuable. It's the food your soil community needs to stay alive. But it's not the structure that keeps your soil resilient. That's where humus comes in. Humus is what remains after composting is complete. Humus is the final stage of decomposition, the stable organic matter that resists further breakdown. Think of it as the soil's long-term savings account compared to compost's quick cash. Humus forms when composted material has been fully transformed by microbes and fungi into complex carbon compounds. It's dark, spongy, and nearly odorless. Unlike compost, humus doesn't heat up or decompose rapidly. Instead, it binds soil particles together, improving structure, moisture retention, and nutrient exchange. Where compost feeds plants, humus hosts life. It stabilizes nutrients so they aren't leached away by rain. It holds water like a sponge while keeping air pockets open for roots. And because it's chemically stable, humus can remain in your soil for hundreds of years. If your goal is immediate fertility, greener leaves, faster growth, compost wins. It provides soluble nutrients plants can absorb quickly. In spring or during active growth, compost acts like an organic fertilizer that fuels both plants and microbes. But if your goal is lasting soil improvement, deep structure, moisture balance, and natural resilience, humus is the true builder. While it forms slowly, it creates the conditions for continuous growth without constant input. The best gardeners use both. Compost fuels the microbial process, while humus is the end product that locks in those benefits for the long term. In short, compost is the starter, humus is the finisher. Most garden compost never fully becomes humus because it's used before the process is complete. To accelerate humus formation, you can, first, layer materials thinly and mix green, nitrogen-rich with brown, carbon-rich matter to keep decomposition steady. Next, add fungal inoculants or leaf mold. These help break down lignin, which is a key step in humus formation. Also, keep piles slightly moist, not soggy. Excess water blocks oxygen, slowing microbial conversion. Then, let compost cure. After it finishes heating, leave it untouched for a few months. This resting phase is when humus forms. Once you apply mature, aged compost and maintain mulch on top, worms and fungi will finish the transformation underground, turning it into stable humus over time. Compost feeds your soil life, but humus is your soil life's home. Compost gives you short-term nutrition. Humus ensures long-term fertility. One without the other creates imbalance. Too much compost burns out, and humus without renewal eventually runs dry. So keep adding organic matter, let nature work through the cycle, and remember that building soil isn't a one-season project. It's a living process, just like the garden itself. If you found this breakdown helpful, subscribe to Gentle Herb Living for more science-backed, soil-smart gardening. Share this video with a gardener who still thinks compost is humus. It might just change their soil forever.